to stay safe.
You sure picked a place for a live stream.
Hey, Bee! Also the weather, right?
Yes, you picked the best place, the best weather that Iceland could provide you.
You know what's the worst part? We arrived and it was sunny.
Yeah.
It stopped raining.
I know.
It was sunny. I thought you guys
I was looking at the forecast and you should have gone west.
You should have told us that. Our logic was this was the least windy spot.
It isn't windy.
I need to make sure I'm cloaked. You've got distracted Eve player who's at war. Oh no, really? Okay, we are now fucked. Okay. See, I'm gonna die. If I die now because it's Bee's fault,
They wouldn't dare. Can I steal this chair?
Yeah, it's very bad, but yeah, well, it's just rats, so it's okay.
We have this saying in Iceland that if you just dress well for the weather, it's never bad weather. And I did not dress well for this.
Oh no. How fast is your Wi-Fi there? That's what you guys are saying when CCP Bee comes by? How fast is your Wi-Fi? I don't know how fast. We have Starlink and two different providers for Sims. Okay, now I need to cloak. Okay, now I'm safe somewhere.
So tell me about your trip. What do you got planned?
So we're gonna try to play Eve now.
Yeah.
We're gonna hope that it stops raining because that would be very nice. Then we're gonna go to a crater. So there's like a crater.
Yeah.
And then I think that underline is the volcano area, right? There.
We're very close to where the Earth is being split apart.
Yeah.
The tectonic plates are moving in opposite directions.
Yeah.
That's a really cool place to check out, but we'll see if you can walk around with camera gear.
yeah. So that was the thing. So we're thinking like we will go to that volcano area if we can get as close and see what we can see on the stream, and then if we can find a spot, then tomorrow we can try to play Eve from somewhere there if we find a possibility. I don't think we're really gonna see lava behind us on the stream, unfortunately.
No, unless the volcano by the airport goes off again.
Yeah, but then we're also staying here for a long time, I think, aren't we?
No, it's been coming on and off for like the last couple of years.
Yeah? Yeah. Because I still remember, but that was like 10-15 years ago when a volcano in Iceland erupted and
that was a very different one.
Whole space was stopped.
Yeah. No, that was Eyjafjallajökull. That one was huge.
That was a big one.
Stopped air traffic everywhere.
Well, I just learned that all those are also actually volcanoes, those tiny islands. Inactive ones, but...
I mean, all of Iceland is, so...
Okay, fair enough. Okay, they really just asked about the Wi-Fi, or my chat is going slow, so... Because that one is the one thing that my internet doesn't work. Okay, this tent...
I like that you brought a tent though, that is...
We brought it all the way from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It came like 6 hours before we left.
Yeah, we were happy about that. We have a table, we have chairs, we have everything except for tea. Now I'm kind of upset that we don't have a tea because you came over. We could serve you tea.
It's all good.
Wouldn't that be great? So that would be pretty cool. Bjorn, please pronounce. Oh yeah, can you pronounce the name?
Yes, I heard you call it Pingvelli or something.
Yeah.
It is not even close.
Pingvalla vatten.
Pingvellir. The P-looking thing is a TH.
Ping. Yeah, and where did you get an R?
Thingvellir.
Thingfat.
That's what the place is called, and this is Thingvallarvatn.
Thingvallarvatn.
There you go.
I can do the thing. I get that. Okay. Yeah. Well, that was my best guess. The P.
This is actually the place where the oldest parliament. This is where people would come from all of Iceland riding their horses. They'd meet up here and they'd go and declare what should be law and what shouldn't be, and make rules for
Iceland.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the core.
Yes, this is where everyone would come together from the north, from the east, from the west. They would gather here and discuss what should our rules be.
Nice, just like CCP office for New Eden. Pretty fitting.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Is it one of the biggest lakes actually as well?
It's a very. I'm not sure if it's the biggest. It's definitely not the deepest, I don't think. But it's really special with where the Earth is being torn apart. There's a lot of cool things here. There's a place called Silfra where you can go and dive.
Yeah.
Where it's super clear water.
Okay.
It's like a national park of ours.
And also yesterday it was sunny, which is super weird for Iceland, I think. We were also kind of weirded out by it. But the water was really blue. Yeah. Really blue. Now it's a normal water, but that was some kind of a Hawaii blue almost.
Oh.
Really crazy blue. CCP Swift says CCP Bee!
Hey!
Hey Swift!
I made it!
And when you came, the rain stopped.
Yep.
So you brought a bit of dryness.
For 5 minutes. It will start again in just a second, I can feel
that's what it was the beginning. Somebody said if you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes. I'm sure your production crew is eager to get any necessities you need, like wine. That is one thing we actually don't have with us. We have no drinks with us. We have water.
So what are you doing in Eve?
I was about to go and do some Capsuleer Day scanning.
Okay.
In high sec. While being war deck, so technically I could also go on a low sec.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it's fitting. It's like exploring. But I just heard that my
exploring IRL and in game at the same time.
Exactly. But I just heard that our guys are going in defense, so I was like,
Maybe do some PvP?
Could I do that? Could I take the risk of doing that here? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Are you gonna join? Putting you on the spot. No, you don't have to. It's okay.
It'd be kind of hard from just the phone, but.
Oh, god damn it. Well, we have like a laptop. Actually, we don't, I think, sadly enough. So that's a sad thing. That doesn't appear like a wine bottle situation to keep warm. I mean, that would help us keep warm. But it's not that cold. That's the thing. It's not that cold.
It's like 10, 15 degrees or 10 degrees or something.
Yeah, I mean, even like I could take off the jacket. If it doesn't start raining again, it's pretty nice. So.
Yeah. And it's usually, if it's windy, then it gets like really cold to the bone. But
yeah, that was at the beginning, like when the really heavy rain was.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a tough one. So how are the feelings? It's the Friday before FanFest.
If we were swamped, I would not have driven here and come to hang out.
Good. That is
I'm feeling good about at least the parts that I'm responsible for, which is including you guys getting the live stream and the hosting.
We are very excited. We are. We accidentally put Pando in a situation that he's gonna cook.
I know, I was lurking on your stream when you were talking about the cooking stream.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with Pando on a different Discord.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey Pando, you're going to be doing a cooking stream in Iceland. He's like, what?
Yep. Yep, we spoke.
Apparently he promised that. However, I kind of promised my viewers that one time too, and I never did it, so maybe I'll come and help him.
Okay, good, because it's happening on Tuesday evening at Danvers Airbnb.
Okay, cool.
I already know what Pando is going to even cook.
What's he going to cook?
Schnitzels and smashed potatoes, because
like
very German.
Yeah.
So now it's very official. There is even a menu.
On Monday, right?
He comes on Monday, and on Tuesday evening he's gonna cook.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna come and eat? We were saying like if everybody is kind of not okay on Wednesday, we know why, but
okay. We just blame Pando for it.
We blame Pando, and we still have Ersten Lorme to take over, right?
So both Pando and I are doing the fleet on Wednesday, so he better not cook up something bad.
No, okay.
I trust him.
That's why you have to come. You have to like keep an eye on what's happening. Should we be busy? Is something happening? Chaos says you can say I'm built for Iceland. I think there are drops. Are there? I think there were. I saw, but
drops IRL for sure.
Oh, that's definitely. But I think there were drops.
I think there's a skin.
Yeah. That's a pretty good drop. That's like a good layer for us today.
Yeah.
So everything is ready, everybody is excited?
Most everything is ready, I would say. Luckily, our team does not have to do the actual physical setup at Tapta.
Yeah.
We have other teams that are doing that for us. We're going to do a test stream with you guys on Thursday.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's working. And then kick it off Friday and Saturday. And yeah.
Awesome. That's actually, if you think about it, it's a whole week still till officially FanFest happens. It is a whole week. But everything starts already on Monday.
Yes, and so many people are getting here early, like you guys and others.
Yeah.
Going on a bunch of trips with people on Wednesday. People are going to go see like
the Golden Circle. That one I think sold out one of the first ones, right?
Yes, people like that one.
Insane.
Yeah.
I was actually considering doing that, but then we wanted to do that the ice thing, and then and then that we bought, and then it sold out.
You know if the ice thing one is on what they call it, snowmobiles? You go there first and then you go into the cave. I'm not sure. That's the one I've done once.
Oh, I don't know. Well, you're not doing it. Now I'm kind of upset about it. I will come by to the land party to show it off.
It might also be... I've been to one of the caves where it's just inside a giant glacier, but it's like much deeper than you think it would go. That you go into it, it's all these different rooms. And
oh, that's awesome. No, I saw the picture. It was like a huge truck.
Okay, they probably take you there in a truck instead of...
but it looked like a truck, like a working truck. So I was like, are they putting you on like that back outside or what? But that could be pretty exciting. Oh, Chaos is doing it. He has an info.
Chaos, what is it?
John, you're gonna be here on Monday. We'll see you then. Yeah, I'm curious. Now, because we bought it and then like there were some changes and then in the end we missed buying the second round.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that. Now we have to find our own glacier.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go in the flimsy tent there.
No, we're good at them not to sleep in a glacier.
Well,
think
at
somebody
least
needs-
we're staying dry.
I knew this was gonna happen. I heard something. I was like,
It's only for 10 minutes. That's the rule of Iceland, right?
Yeah.
What
No,
B
I
said it
love
was
it.
going to happen. Oh, so it is gonna be on the quads.
Is it?
Okay, awesome.
Nice.
We want a lot of pictures of Chaos doing that.
okay, we're doing what?
That glacier tour is on quads.
Oh.
So that's exciting. We're gonna hope that I don't die, just FYI, while I'm doing this. So.
Looks like you're in competent hands.
He wanted to test the tent yesterday. He wanted to test building it up yesterday.
Yeah.
And I said, it's okay, how hard can it be?
Don't need to.
I mean, it seems to be holding up.
Yeah, but then to do it in a rain and wind was kind of a challenge a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we are dry.
Yeah.
We're like VIPs here, so it's awesome. Hey, I was asking AJ a lot of questions today in the car. I could ask you the same ones. It's about Eve. It's nothing
Go
like
on.
crazy. I have a list. So I think I'm not on Wi-Fi, which is also great for my data myself. Okay, so let me connect here before we lose everything. I have 10 questions. If you had to describe Eve in one word, what would it be?
In one word.
In one word.
I'm not sure if you can describe Eve in one word. It's so many things that... Like, Eve's different to me than it is to you.
Yeah.
And describing it in one word is... I think impossible.
Impossible is a good word to describe it. I am really glad you're not saying work. Because it is your
Oh, it's
job. You
not.
work for CCP.
That does not feel like work.
So that is actually really good. It's
hell
a
no.
very positive thing for your life. You're lucky. Yeah, we had AJ said chaos.
Chaos is pretty good. But it's also like very ordered in other ways too. I don't know, it's so many things at the same time.
Learning curve, is that one or two words?
It's hyphenated. We
Yeah.
can say it's
One word. I also think community is a really good word.
You know that learning curve like picture from back in the day? It's like a cliff that goes backwards and then a guy on a bulldozer.
Keep that thought. Keep that thought. AJ, can I have the mouse mats?
What?
Mouse mats? I can show what you mean.
You actually have it printed out? Hell yes.
Yeah, so have you seen, we have like 3 really cool mouse mats. I'll give you guys a look. This is one. This is my pride.
A pilot's manual.
Yeah.
Let's go. The only button to use in a fleet, F1. This is great.
Yeah, you can read it out loud, so I have started
Yeah.
before as well. So we're giving them away throughout the week, so anybody can get some. We have like 30 of each.
This is brilliant.
I was very proud of this.
Yeah,
I ended up being very proud of it.
nice.
So all the keywords, I especially like the F12. Hope to find an answer, scream for help and avoid. You probably never used this.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I was saying something like I was like, I was looking for something and AJ was like, press F12. And I was like, wait, what? It's the first time I hear it.
Yeah.
But then,
Need help, collect F12.
yeah.
This is really cool.
And then the second one is, I mean,
You actually have the learning curve of Eve printed out.
yes.
That is...
I mean, it felt
Way
like
too good.
what is like the most epic thing about Eve, right? The curve.
So I remember seeing this a long time ago and I was like, one day I'm gonna be in this bulldozer here.
Are you?
I think I'm making bulldozers now.
Okay, because don't forget after the bulldozer you start falling off, and then nobody knows what happens after that.
Yeah.
Nobody has gotten that far yet.
Actually, when I started at CCP, the last YouTube video I put out, I had like a little skit video of me going up this graph,
Oh, that's cool.
and it continued and ended up with me like starting as CCP.
Oh, that is really cool.
So I actually made a play out of this
Nice.
to say that I'd gotten past the learning curve and I'd continued this line into working at CCP.
Like, I want to say I'm here because I want to be hopeful, but I think I'm more.
You say
here.
you're hopeful and you're hanging off your neck.
Because that means that like after when I get off that I'm on the straight line.
Okay. Fair enough.
But I feel like I'm probably more like on the first or second hanging of
She
the.
wants to be here and be hopeful, she says.
That's my hope. That's my hopeful spot. Let's see what are people saying about this.
These are really cool.
The learning thing. Okay, Raspelmeister says we need a camper van next time. Probably a good idea. We thought about it. A camper van would be like for this weather.
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah. Well, the other one is this, which is completely under. The third one is Tamber's beautiful drawing
He made
of me.
such cool
Yeah.
cards for everyone there.
Ooh, let's see. And then it's welcome to the ship show.
I like it.
So yeah. Do you want one or 3 for your
Hell
guys'
yes.
office? Okay, I'll make sure to bring you some
Yeah.
so you can have them.
I would love this one most of all.
That you can take now because I
For
have
real?
it now. Yeah, you can. I have them all with us, like in a
Thank
hotel,
you.
because I just have one of each today. But
yeah.
you guys got it.
This is going on my desk at home to use.
Nice. I need a picture of that. Nobody
Yeah.
will believe. Well, it's on stream, but otherwise nobody will
I wouldn't
believe
lie
it.
to you.
Okay, here's the next question. What costs more, a night out in Reykjavik or a Marshall? And then the second question is a Titan.
What costs more, a trip to Reykjavik?
No, a night out in Reykjavik or a Marshall?
Well, probably a night out in Reykjavik. We're not known for being cheap or inexpensive here, so I think you can quite easily spend more than a Marshall going out in
Yeah,
Iceland.
and Titan? A Titan probably not.
I know a place or two.
Is that an invitation? Okay, so a Titan or a night out in Reykjavik, that's the same sort of... Okay, AJ was screaming there's no way a night out would cost like a Titan.
I mean, there's some expensive places here for sure.
That's everywhere, right? Also, how
Sure.
you go out, you could take like the most expensive whiskey bottles.
Yeah.
I remember I was a little bit, I had a cold last time, so I decided to take a glass of whiskey, or double I think, in one of the bars, or even in FanFest itself.
Yeah.
And it was like $35, and I was like, that's a half a bottle I just...
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially alcohol in Iceland is very expensive.
Yeah. But it's good, you don't
Yeah.
need a lot of it, so it's a good thing to have expensive. Okay, now that's question number 3. Would you trust your best friend with the billion ISK, like many billion ISK
Yeah,
fleet?
of course.
Would you trust the person next to you?
Hell no.
Will I find somebody this week that would trust me with like billions of ISK worth of fleet? It's not funny, people. That's not funny. Do you think Iceland looks like a real planet or a map from a video game?
Can be both. If you play Vanguard, we've actually scanned some of the environment to make parts of some of the Vanguard maps into like some of the rocks and things there.
Really?
Are scanned. Yeah.
That is awesome.
It's photogrammetry. This is a word I learned, where they go and like scan the rock with cameras, and then they import that asset
Yeah,
and make it into a part of the map. So
that
it
is
could be
awesome.
both.
We were joking around when people saw the view when we got out of the car. They're like,
Yeah.
is this the new Vanguard? Is this the new Eve Frontier? What is
Exactly.
this? We were like, yep, all of it.
When I was younger, I remember thinking, because I love GTA, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and I always wondered what, like the size of a GTA map, what if you could make Reykjavik 1-to-1 ratio, if that would be
Oh.
big enough
Yeah,
for like an exact map of GTA.
but Reykjavik probably not.
Maybe not. At the time I was like, maybe, but I was a kid.
Iceland would be really cool one actually.
Yeah.
That's like maybe CCP needs to do their own GTA as well. Like land with the ship, get into your gun, get the car, and drive to
that
Iceland.
spaceship,
Yeah.
Oh no, the wind direction changed.
Oh no.
We're getting rained on.
Come under the roof. Okay. What's the most expensive thing you ever lost in Eve, and how did it happen?
Most expensive thing I lost, probably a Titan.
It's an unfair question to CCP because you guys play out the Titans all the time.
No, I'm talking like my own
Oh,
account.
yeah, that's
like, I don't
that's
count
you.
any of the stuff I do as
Yeah.
a CCP like
Fair.
character. That doesn't count.
Okay, good.
Definitely the Titan loss when I was playing with Black Legion in 2018-19. We jumped in. We were gonna go and do Zays and Nerds. Snuffed Out was hanging out. They were blue to us, but I learned that blue is just a color as soon as I got hick pointed by like 7 hicks, and I was like, oh, I'm fucked.
That hurt, right? That hurt.
Not really. It was actually a blast because I'd used Titans in other big groups before, and it was boring as hell to use them in big groups because you never got to really use them. There, it felt like I was using them with 5-6 other Titans, and it felt like mine mattered to be in that fight. It really didn't at the end when I just got killed by like a bunch of snuffed out guys, but it was exciting to use it on a smaller scale for sure.
Oh, well that's good.
Yeah.
It's also you remember always the most, the first I think kill,
Yeah.
and you remember the most expensive one. Every
Oh, yeah.
player does. Okay, was that also one of your most intensive moments in Eve? So the next question is like, if you had one of the most intense handshaking moments.
No. It was more like, oh shit, I'm fucked. And you kind of just accept it immediately, and you try to help others get off the grid. And we managed to save some other people in like supers that were on the grid. For me, probably like early on solo PvPing, winning fights. There's a fight still in my mind from like 2012-13 when I was in a Vector, just a T1 cruiser, and I won my first fight against 3 destroyers, and I killed 2 and the last guy ran away.
Yeah.
That fight I can still see it in my head like it happened yesterday. But there was something like I knew they were coming, and I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna go and PvP these nerds. And like winning a fight very early on, going, oh, I can actually do this. That was for some reason that little shitty fight still sticks in my head.
I'm still waiting for my first solo PvP kill.
Yeah.
I'm not like necessarily going out for it, and I understand it's not gonna just fall in my lap.
Yeah. For me, it was like a really big drive. Like I really wanted to. I wanted to be in the bulldozer.
You wanted to be in the bulldozer,
Yes.
but you said that you're not yet in the bulldozer.
No, I think I'm past the bulldozer.
Oh, okay, you are fast. Okay, good. No, but I'm probably gonna remember that as well. Like I have, I've tried once, but it was an unfair try because
it's always
6 o'clock in
unfair.
the morning after a 24-hour stream already. So
Yeah. But every fight you're gonna get is gonna be unfair. You just gotta find a way to win it.
maybe I should put it as a goal for this weekend.
Yeah.
That's a pretty high goal. That's a pretty heavy. That's,
Get your
that's a lot
first
of pressure.
PvP kill, solo PvP, whilst roaming
Somewhere
around.
randomly in Iceland. Oh, we have CCP Chimichanga saying mine was in a wolf versus 5 rifters, got 2, the other 3 bugged out.
Yep. I bet he remembers it like it happens yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I do remember when it was I was very upset I couldn't do the Frigates for All this year.
Yeah.
I was traveling. But was it last year? I think, yeah, that was my first Frigates for All, and I went out in there alone, and I wasn't even streaming yet. I was planning to stream, and I was like, I'm gonna check this out. And I actually managed to target somebody and start shooting them. I almost got them. Like, that's the closest one I've ever come to.
Yeah.
And nobody believes me, because when I started streaming it, everything was like completely not working out in my favor.
Yeah.
But that feeling was really good. I felt so powerful at the moment. Okay, if someone new asked you, why should I play Eve? What's your one sentence answer?
There's no other game like it.
True. Yeah. No comment on that one.
Yeah.
If Eve were a movie, what genre would it be?
Oh, it'd be everything. It can be an action movie. It could be
Drama.
a lot of drama.
Comedy.
I stay away from that part of the movie.
It's also a good thriller.
It's a great thriller.
Comedy as
For
well.
me, it's mostly an action movie because that's what I'm hunting, the action and the excitement of things. Yeah.
I think for me it would be thinking. Because for me, Eve is 50% the game, 50% the community. I've always said it. If I probably would not have decided to come to FanFest first time, I might not have stuck around. I would not have survived the first curve.
No.
Because I sticked around because I met so many people. I was like, okay, this is super awesome. They were like, oh, you should try this. You should
One of
try
my
me.
IRL friends we've been trying to get him into Eve for a long time. Another friend of mine, and he was watching your stream from last year, from the FanFest.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, Bjorn, I'm gonna finally fucking try this thing.
Nice.
So he started playing, and he stuck around for a little bit, joins every now and then, but like he saw the community part of your stream of how people were, and he was like, okay, there's something there. I want to go in and see what this is about.
But that's what I also said, like that's really a thing that keeps, and I think that is also for new players, like how do you show them the community as soon as possible, right? Like
It's a challenge.
If you can like get them in like a Eve party, then they're stuck, they're screwed because they can't get out anymore at that point.
True.
Hey, Jason, it's a hell of drama. It's a hell of a drama with Eve.
But people kind of pick that. Some people want to play Eve as a drama.
Yeah.
Right? And they enjoy that part. That's fine.
I was saying also, like, one of my memory moments was when So Long and Thank You for All Disc. With
I don't think I've seen that.
No, that was we were thinking, was it like a year or 1.5 years ago when the guy who was in a managing director position at Goons stole Disc?
Oh yeah.
And the reason it was one of my favorite Eve memories, like in lore wise, was because I was relatively new in Eve.
Yeah.
And whenever I heard all these stories of like all these crazy things that happened because of players, I was like, oh, I really want to be part of it. And I mean, I wasn't part of that,
Yeah.
But being part of that moment in game and understanding what was happening was
probably not as fun on the other side when all your shit gets taken and your clones get destroyed and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but then again, like in 5 years, those people are gonna like. I hope they will feel like we were part of something again, like one of those game-defining moments.
I hope that they get him back. And that it drives him in that kind of a way.
Yeah, but that wasn't this also part of the reason this was getting back. So in 10 years, we're gonna have the continuation. It's like it's like a season 1, season 2, just like with 10-year waiting time for those who are not involved. For others, it's a bit tougher. Okay, the last one is, what's one thing about Eve that non-players will never understand until they try it?
This is going amazing!
One thing about Eve that you won't understand unless you try it.
Yeah.
Probably seeing a fleet and winning a fight and the feeling that you've made that content for the people that you're responsible for. Because you feel responsible for them having fun. You feel responsible for their shit so they don't all die.
Yeah.
And if you pull something off as the FC and you feel like you've accomplished something, maybe like a really difficult kill while a bunch of other fleets are around you, immediately things come to mind like trying to kill a Vorkul or something big, and there's other fleets trying to stop you from doing it, but you're just somehow with your game knowledge and the teamwork with the team, you pull through and you get the kill and you get away. Like that's, unless you've FC'd and been in that position, you don't know what that's like until you try. And the weird thing is, like, people don't want to step up to FC, but everyone wants to hop into fleets all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I remember coming to FanFest early and speaking to guys like CCP Swift and others, and like ask them, how did you get into FC? And the answer is always the same. Nobody else would do it.
Yeah, you're kind of forced, right? Yeah.
Nobody else would do it, so they ended up doing it, and then they end up becoming these like legends in the game. And like, I'm sure there's people watching now wondering, hey, I want to FC. Should I do it? Like, yes, you should go out and just try to make as much fun as you can to begin with. Learn, make a bunch of mistakes, fly cheap, and then start stepping it up.
Yeah, but also I think because when you have these fleets and it's already people that, especially if you're doing the Future Corporation or Alliance, everybody has the same vision. And yes, you're trying to FC, and obviously you have to lead everybody, but everybody's also there to help you. Mostly they know if it's your first time, so it's. I mean, it sounds scary because I also don't dare to do it, but in logically thinking, it shouldn't be that scary because everybody's there to have your back as well. So it's kind of cool. Also, Caroline is saying her best friends are in Eve. The Eve community is also the first one that let me be me and doesn't make a fuss out of my health issues and actually support me. Yeah, that is pretty cool. FCing is damn difficult in my eyes. How do you deal with the stress of that? Like the responsibility that you talk of?
I kind of just enjoy it, I guess.
Isn't that the whole point? Like, we always talk about Eve jitters, right? Like, everybody's like, oh, I don't get Eve jitters anymore. Well, that's the Eve jitters that you want, right? Yeah.
It's not about dealing with the stress. It's about like enjoying that you're under pressure and wanting to grow and become better.
Blue Gray says it sounds very much like dungeon mastering.
I suppose, except you're not in control as a dungeon master because there's other dungeon masters that can come and fuck you up.
No, like in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, like you don't have many dungeon masters there.
No, that's true. That's also the problem always. Everybody ends up being a dungeon master because nobody was doing it.
Yeah, in that sense, yes.
So that works. So what did you do yesterday?
Yesterday?
In Eve, yeah, because I know you play, of course, like on your own. So
did my MTOs because I've got a couple of mercenary dens up. I didn't do any PvP.
Aww.
But the last PvP I did, I went on a fleet with Pando in remote repair Abaddons. I talked him into like taking these T1, because battleships have gone down like 100 mil a piece. So they used to be like 340 mil, they're down to like 220, 30 mil. I was like, hey Pando, let's do like a battleship remote repair fleet. And we go out on these Abaddons, we skip fitting a gun, and we just have a repairer on there. And we go roaming around, and we end up getting dropped by Brave in some Black Ops ships, and we just had like an amazing fight, killed a bunch of Redeemers and a Cenotaph and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, so you weren't in a fleet yesterday with me?
I was not in a fleet yesterday with you, no.
Oh, that's what I was like fishing for. Were you there or not? Because, well, I didn't really see everybody that was there, but it's my proud moment, because I said like that's one of my Eve memories and like proud mom moment.
Yeah.
That it's not even a political thing, I just don't know even how it happened, but in it just pledged allegiance to our fight.
Nice.
So our war, we're like our little, my little babies got war decked, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna come and help you. It was like that.
Shines has been doing that quite a lot lately. He's been going into high sec and just kind of stomping on all these high-sec war deckers.
Yeah.
And going, hey, there's a bigger fish here, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like,
I love Shines, he's fantastic.
He is. The fact that it was just like, he was like, yep, let's go, let's do it. No questions asked. I was like, okay, great. That's how
I don't know how he has so much energy. Like, because he'll do that, and then he'll also be like multitasking so much stuff in his space. But then he also is like completely addicted to like other games, because I hang out with him off stream, like off Eve and other places a bunch as well. And he seems to just, I think he might be like a robot or something. I don't know how he has all that energy. Yeah,
not a real human. I think, the reason I thought about it was because I was saying like, oh no, I feel bad because everybody came, like it was 300 people in Fleet.
No, they want to be there.
Yeah, but we got stood up, so you know nobody showed up in the end because they saw how many people were in the local. And I was like, I feel bad, you know, like everybody's here. And then they said in the Fleet like, no, it's okay. Dark Science is entertaining us. We're watching clear skies. And I was like, okay, great. So everybody was having a lot of fun no matter what.
Yeah.
Does Bee still do community fleets?
I don't. I haven't FC'd community fleet. I did a fleet for Crash Naps the other day.
Yeah?
And I kind of miss going out with random people from Gita and doing that. So it kind of lit that spark again, flying with Crash Naps and his crew. But most of the flying I do today is either with just some friends, at home in the evenings, or the Friday streams that I do with CCP.
Yeah, but those are also, I think, those are a bit different experience, which we will never really get. Which we
they're a little bit crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
But we kind of like it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think, we've been talking about this a lot, about like how it is to work at CCP, because it's quite often that people have something they really like, and then they think it's going to be the best idea to turn it into work, or like, you know, go work for it, and everybody kind of ends up disappointed. And seeing of like, this is going to be very dry official talk of like how work people talk, but seeing how little people leave CCP, how when you see like you've all worked there for so long,
when you see like my boss's boss has been there for 20 years. Yeah,
see, so it's not like every month you have a new person, which is so much around in gaming industry. Like
we have this giant wall of swords in CCP HQ, like real swords hanging on the wall. If you work at CCP 10 years, you get a sword from CCP.
That's worth it.
So it's like this, I don't know, it's like this aspirational thing to see this just giant wall of swords and thinking one day my sword's going to sit there as well. So we'll see.
No, but I think it's such a good sign that, for me, right, like I work in the gaming industry as well, and I'm like, okay, like people are not changing around there, which means they're happy to work there. And because most of them either have played Eve before, because otherwise I don't think how you could do your job, or because it's not even simple to learn Eve.
There's different things you could be working at CCP for and not need the experience. Like if you're an artist and you just want to make lasers look really cool, you don't need to have played Eve, really.
Okay, true.
So there are a bunch of different things, and like it's a big company. Like you need people who know how to run the hardware and keep everything up and running.
Administration, of course.
HR, like all kinds of different departments that don't need Eve experience. Yeah. But the ones that do have them, like, and CCP keeps hiring in new people that have been playing the game for a long time. Myself, we've got most of the community team has played.
Yeah, Lily as well.
Yeah, we were like counting up the amount of years we have collectively together, and it was like 70, 80 years of Eve playing that we have as a team, and it's only like 6, 7 of us.
No, but that's exactly the thing, right? Like for those who have like those roles that need to kind of, at least if you didn't play before, play it now. And then you're still enjoying it, and you're still working. I think that's like a really amazing sign. It's like, it's not just about the game, it's about the company and company culture as well. And I mean, okay guys, you had a band. That's all you need to know about the company culture, you know?
Yeah.
That's like, that's the top. That's the top one. Yeah. Icelandic weather is on point as usual,
yeah? And we're dry.
We are dry, I don't know about them too. But we are dry, we are staying dry. So the problem is, I do still have to play Eve, because I promised to play Eve here.
Yeah.
And I have only managed to jump one jump.
That's not good enough.
No. Mad Ram, Chaos says that he can function as everybody's, or at least Mad Rambo's jacket.
I hope that Chaos remembers that he needs to take his bags from one airplane to the next.
We were talking about it. We hope his luggage arrives. We hope his card works. I was basically saying, like, let's hope that Chaos has a really good and successful trip this time, not a Chaos trip.
We believe in you, Chaos. Just don't think they'll take your bag all the way. Make sure it goes onto the next plane.
Triple check it at every stop. What happens to my bag? What should I do? I was actually so worried about our luggage this time. I'm never worried, but we had 5 suitcases.
Yeah, I was lurking on your stream yesterday, and you were showing that you brought how many kilos?
We ended up having, because maximum you can take as hand-in luggage is 50 kilos, so we had those, but it was 6 kilos off, and 20 is 10 kilos hand luggage, so we had 114 kilos of luggage. But to be fair, the mouse mats alone were like 25 kilos, so...
Fair enough.
I can show you, I think on stream everybody has seen it, but I will show afterwards as well. We needed to take some gear to make content here, so we could sit now and stream and play. So it takes a while to fill up, but we had to take a little bit of gear with us.
Yeah. So you have a DJI drone as well?
Yeah, we have a drone. We have 2 drones actually, because Team also has a drone.
Awesome.
But we're not daring to pull it out.
Oh, hell no.
The idea actually was that while I would sit and game, that there is going to be another window where you can see.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping an eye that I'm so close, and you can see drone footage, but the weather
I was thinking of bringing
no.
my own drone, but I saw the weather, I was like, hell no, I'm not going to do it. I have like an FPV one where I can fly it.
With like the glasses.
Yep.
That's really nice. You can still come by tomorrow or Sunday if the weather improves.
If it's not raining, yeah.
Yeah.
What I like to do now is like in my free time to go and just drive to the middle of nowhere with my friends and dive different cliffs and waterfalls and stuff.
Oh, nice.
It's a fun pastime to have. And Iceland's pretty good for it.
Yep. Well, Tim is a videographer and also a drone pilot, so he really enjoys that. We've seen some footage of his from one of the active volcanoes.
Nice.
A couple of years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Wish I could do that. I can only fly straight and back, and then I get scared.
You can like practice. What I did is I practiced for like 10 hours in a simulator, like a Steam game.
Did that actually help?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because you're having to like learn how to do controls in a very different way. And if I hadn't done it, I probably would have crashed the drone like 500 times more. Like I've still crashed it a bunch. Yeah. But not in a way where it's ruined it. So.
I'm even like, because we have in the Netherlands, we have like all these pretty tilly fields now, and I was trying to film those, and I'm too much of a pussy. Like I'm like, we're going a little bit like this, and I'm like, no, okay, let's stop and go back and like calm down. So yeah, no, I'm not the most brave drone person, and I have like the lightest of the lightest drones, so.
I might be a little too brave sometimes, like going next to cliffs and just like licking the edge of the cliff as I'm going past it. Maybe it's just my personality, I don't know.
Somebody says the Google Maps stream from your location has much nicer weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's going to be like this for the majority of the weekend, sadly.
I know, and yesterday it was sunshine, so I'm like, and it wasn't that bad. I think we might have to do, like, kind of rethink if we start sooner, if it's dry.
Yeah. I would actually check as well, like, if you'd gone west today, I think it would have been a little bit sunnier and less rainy. Yeah. So I wouldn't be glued to what locations you want to go to until you see, like, oh, this is better, let's just go here instead.
Yeah, we had, basically the only reason we came here was because this was the least windy spot that we found. Yeah. And we thought, okay, it's probably going to be very windy, so let's go there. But it's very rainy.
But it shouldn't be too windy for the next week or something when we're looking at the like long forecast for FanFest. It looks like it's going to be okay. It's not going to be sunny skies, but it's not going to be cold, rainy, kind of like freezing weather. It's going to be fun.
What is something that nobody that comes to FanFest should forget at home?
A good mood. And maybe take a shower, you fucking nerds.
You were lurking in the stream, so you know what I'm saying, but I'm like, I think Iceland has a weird thing about glasses. Maybe take a plastic glass with you if you want to drink water in your hotel.
I did actually hear about that as well.
I don't mind it. It's like, it's not, I keep telling you, it's not like complaining. I find it funny, and I find it the most funny thing because AJ was disagreeing with the fact that there should be a glass, so that's why I keep bringing it up. Do you think there should be at least a plastic glass in a hotel
I would
room?
expect a glass in the room, yeah.
Yeah. See, so I'm not the dramatic. Good to know. Good to know. I can now forever say CCP Bee agreed to me. Yeah. Actual summer is 55 minutes on July 8th. Is that correct?
Yeah.
For Iceland?
You get about 1 hour of sunshine in the middle of July, and then it's winter again.
Yeah, but it was sunshine yesterday.
That was early summer.
Okay, that was the early summer. Well, yesterday I saw people in shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
And the city sounds like, well, for Iceland people, this is summer because I'm here in my winter jacket right now. But for you guys, it was the...
As soon as it stops snowing, we're like, all right, it's time to go outside and do things.
Yeah, but it's the same as like if you see people from north of Europe going to Spain, for example, they all like wear t-shirts and they're all still in their jackets. So
yeah.
it's also kind
people going to the beach and the swimming and stuff. And
yeah, and they're like, what the hell are those crazy people doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's officially still winter, right?
Nope.
No.
Yesterday was the first day of summer.
Of summer?
Yeah.
So you only have winter and summer, no spring in between?
I think so, yeah. Don't actually know.
You guys are all kinds of backwards here. I like it. In a good way. I love it. It's awesome. I really want to stop raining so we can show the drone feed on stream.
I don't think you're going to see a drone feed today. I would not fly my own in this.
Yeah, if it stops raining at least for 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
We did catch
The wind's
that.
not too bad, but I wouldn't want to get my drone this wet.
Yeah. We were, I don't know if you saw it, because when we arrived it stopped raining, so we already brought the table and chair outside there. And then it started raining again, and I'm like, okay, no, fine, we need to put up a tent, because otherwise it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Summer in Spain, prepare for 43 degrees. Yeah, that's snow. We are from Nordics, north.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I was living in Spain for the last 3 years before I started working at CCP, and it was insanely hot sometimes, and I mostly just stayed inside anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Here you at least go outside. You better go outside in the rain than in a complete sunshine. This is the most Icelandic interview I've ever seen.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Huddled next to a car.
Right?
It's raining,
like,
we got a tent, but we got a high mood, so...
Like check box, like the most Icelandic interview, check. Gonna play Eve in middle of Iceland, check. This is awesome. Is there like an Iceland Iceland some kind of Guinness version book? Because then we can put this interview in there.
I'm sure there've been interviews in worse weather. This is Iceland after all.
That's true. And somewhere in like a volcano or something.
Yeah.
Breidavix is gonna be happy as long as it's dry. It'll be good to see the drone.
Yeah.
Famous last words. No, we don't want FanFest in Spain. Somebody's suggesting that. That's. Imagine all of these.
I don't know, like, I've been to like Eve meetups in different places. I went to one in New Orleans last year.
Yeah.
I went to Vegas a few times. I think having them in different locations, you can do different things. I know people have meetups in, like there's an Inuit meetup in Bavaria sometimes where they go camping.
With Eve Amsterdam.
With Eve Amsterdam, you have like, having it in different locations is cool, but I think like Eve FanFest should be an Icelandic.
Yeah, because that's like, you need that Iceland vibe there. Also, I just saw somebody say hi. CCP Bee, hi!
Hello?
Weather looks awesome. Yep.
Great.
It's crazy to think they shaped the Iceland to look like their game, right?
Yeah. Took a long time.
We need someone in the background with the aim of a stormtrooper and it would be perfect. Oh yeah, well, Pando is asking, are you joining Tuesday for the cooking stream?
I've already said I would, Pando.
Yep.
We better not cook something bad because we're going to have to see that fleet on Wednesday, man. But I heard you're making a schnitzel with some stuff, right?
Yep. Beach videos when? We are at the beach, technically. This is a beach video.
I think a beach needs to be on a sea. This is a lake.
Yeah, but a beach, doesn't beach count no matter what? Water and sand.
I don't know, what does chat think? I feel like a beach has to be on ocean.
Okay, I've gone too Dutch. I need to move out of the country. I'm not Dutch, I'm from Latvia originally. But Dutch people call it a beach when you have a little bit of a lake, or a little bit of water and sand next to it. That's a beach. Yeah, that's them going to beach. So I'm talking Dutch.
I don't know if it
here.
counts.
I sort of want to agree with you, so I realized I've gone Dutch. Swift also is excited about cooking stream, I see it. So, Tambor was suggesting, is there a kitchen in CCP office? Maybe we can put Pando to cook in CCP office.
There's actually a great kitchen in the CCP office, but I think it's off limits.
Yeah, weird.
I don't think I even would dare to go cook there. The head chef would chop me down.
No. We will use Tambor's Airbnb. He showed it off yesterday. It looks like it's decent enough for Pando to... I mean, the chef Pando hasn't yet confirmed that it's a good enough kitchen, but I don't think he has a choice anymore. As a Dutchie, I disagree. Beach is like Zandvoort or something. Yeah, but you guys keep saying I'm going to the beach and then you go to that meter by meter water.
That doesn't count.
No. Chaos, Amiomia, stop it. What did I do? I'm pushing myself for CCP office. No. We have a plan. I will do groceries and on Tuesday evening we have Pando cooking.
I like it.
We're gonna grade it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put like some grading. So we're gonna make it like a master chef.
I'm gonna be his sous chef and help him.
Oh, okay, you will do that?
Yep.
Then I'm free of that.
I wouldn't let Pando just try on his own. Like I gotta give him a hand.
I told him like I'll help you if you need to because I put you in this position. But okay, then you are. So you and Pando.
I know that the sous chef is the kitchen bitch, and I'll happily be Pando's kitchen bitch and help him out.
We will make it into a show. It's gonna be like the Master Chef Australia with Master Chef Iceland.
I like it.
And then we're gonna like give like thoughts and like.
Can I be the Gordon Ramsay then and just tell him it's raw every time?
Yeah.
I like it.
Pando is confident we will make it work. Well, Bjorn will carry easy. Yeah. Then I'm sure that we are all gonna make it to the LAN party the next day.
Yeah.
Or in general.
And you're gonna come and stream and check it out.
Yeah, I will not fly, but I will come by and show it off. So I'm super excited about that.
Cool.
I like LAN parties. We do them quite often in the Netherlands.
I used to do them a lot when I was a kid, but then like with Eve it's different. I've never done anything like we did last year.
Yeah.
That was the first time we did an Eve FanFest LAN party. 60 people all in the same room. It's not split up or anything. And it was like the coolest experience.
Was it everybody in the same fleet?
Yes, we did like 3 different fleets then. This time around it's going to be 2 different fleets, but over the course of like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So Pando's going to have to see one of the fleets, I'm going to have to see the other one, and we got some cool comps in mind. We've already been cooking those comps up, and we're going to do some fun stuff.
Yeah, no, it's super exciting. We've been doing like at home, so we have our Dutch people coming over. Usually it's like around 7 to 10 people max.
Yeah.
And then we just go from Saturday morning till Sunday evening.
Hell.
We've been streaming those as well. It's like people like come in like in the stream. They're like,
I have a theory.
what the hell is happening here?
All the old people homes in like 40 years, it's just going to be LAN parties and nothing else.
Yes, I
can't wait.
Me too. We're going to be the first pensioner generation that wants to live in an old people's house, right?
It's going to be like honestly
almost
amazing.
Everything, and I already see all these like old grannies streaming on Twitch.
100%.
Greetings from Hema. Oh. What? Hema is a Dutch store. I don't get what they're having there in the chat. But okay. They're sending Hema. Cooking Veldspar? Pero sushi. Oh, I messed up. I messed up big time. I didn't bring Tamber's Fado with me this year. Help! Okay, this is getting out of hand.
It's getting slightly better.
When is the 10 minutes gonna be over? That was CCP Bee contact. I was wondering why there is no 4 cats demanding food when the time is here almost 8 p.m. Almost feeding time, but I closed the room door. Oh no! Bee was never seen again.
I think I'll survive.
I hope that people don't get discouraged by the weather for next week.
What do you mean? This is normal Icelandic weather.
This is normal Icelandic weather.
Expect?
I hope everybody is... just take a jacket. Take a warm jacket, guys. It's gonna be fine.
And take a raincoat or 2.
A raincoat or 2. Yeah.
Gloves.
Like me.
And gloves. If you have a lot of accounts on a monument, I would suggest taking gloves. Because like searching, because it's so tiny that you go with your finger. So if you have to find more than 5 characters on that monument, you need gloves. Talking from experience. Last year I had to find around 100. I made a mistake. To around 5,000 people I thought, if you send me your game, I'll make a picture of it.
Yeah, never promise something you don't want to follow up on.
I did follow up to it. I just didn't realize how cold it will get the last day, basically. I had a microphone somewhere I realized, but no idea where it is now. But nobody has complained about sound, so this should be good.
I was wondering if they'd hear me or not, but they seem to have heard everything I've said. So.
You two need to survive for FanFest, otherwise we'll have no stream. Don't get taken away by the storm. This is the stream. You can use a footage of this one if you
We have 3 other fallbacks, don't worry.
Well, Pando is gonna cook, so that's also a 50-50 what's gonna happen there.
It's gonna be Loru and Erst. Good luck, everyone.
Depends on what Pando is gonna cook.
As long as the volcanoes don't get mad at them, it will be fine. I mean, that would be like the weirdest, what is happening with those volcanoes now? It's really rough now.
They shouldn't be anything here. Who are you looking forward to meet the most at FanFest?
Ooh, whoa, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Everyone.
It's a real question.
Everyone. I remember last time, so I had played Eve for 2 months, and I like
very new.
And my whole Eve journey has been on stream because I started streaming like I think 3 weeks before I played Eve, and I was just the reason I started streaming was like, okay, I'm working games and I never have time to play games, so this is gonna be my time to play games. And what can go wrong if I play one time Eve? Well, a lot can go wrong. But so yeah, I kind of got stuck on it, and then I went to FanFest, and I remember first of all, I had a lot of anxiety coming because I thought, what am I gonna do?
You don't come across as someone who's anxious.
No, not like I wasn't like anxious as, you know, I'm outgoing, but I had anxiety about the fact that I was, okay, what am I going to do there? Everybody knows Eve. Everybody's going to talk about it, and I have nothing to say. Like, I still am half of the time, like, I don't know what to say. Half of the time, I don't understand what people are talking about. But then it was way, way worse. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do there? Like, complete imposter syndrome. Like, I shouldn't go there. It's going to be, I will be completely out of place. And then we arrived, and we went out for dinner, and then we went to the karaoke. It was the Wednesday evening. And I walked into the bar, and I'm, like, not exaggerating. I made one step into the bar. I wasn't even upstairs yet. And somebody was screaming, Amiomia, you're here. And from that moment on, like, the whole anxiety was gone, because people started, like, I don't know how did they even recognize me, but, you know, the fact that people did recognize me. But, yeah, it was just such a feeling like, okay, this is great. And then
you belonged.
Yeah, you belong here. And then all the karaoke was all these alternative songs, and I've always been alternative girly when I was younger. Still, but I was like, okay, I belong here. I'm kind of looking for that feeling. I'm excited about that feeling. Like, have that. You don't technically know people. You have never seen these people in real life. Now there's some people that I've seen like once a month, basically, over here. But yeah, you come in and you're like, okay, I know everybody. We're all family here. So and that feeling, that's what I'm actually kind of looking for.
I can't wait for the random conversations, like walking around downtown and hearing people talk about like a Vexer, and you're like, Eve players, come, we're going here. Yeah. That kind of when town just becomes FanFest, it's awesome.
That is awesome. And I also remember last time somebody was telling me, actually more than one person, were telling me, just be careful at FanFest because don't talk anything. Because there's like listening devices on their tables, you know, everybody's spying on what you're saying.
I don't think it's that crazy.
No, but that was so funny that people thought that, and I was like, okay, I really hope there are listening devices under the table now. So, because I mean, I think that makes sense what you said. You walk down, you hear everybody talking, so somebody very well could be talking like, how are we gonna attack you?
True.
But yeah,
people have definitely overheard things at FanFest, but whether they come to fruition or not, you never know.
No, yeah, it's still more everybody's friends here. Yeah. That's what I love. And I'm really looking forward to, on Thursday evening, I'm going to try to visit as many alliances meetups.
Yes. You're going to come to the Init one?
Yes, we're going to be at the Init, we're going to go at the Goons, we're going to go to Boss.
Nice.
Six Empire, I think NC as well. If Pandemic Horde comes up with something, I don't think they have really fixed anything.
Okay.
But also, I hope that if they did, that it's not on Thursday evening, because the evening is as long as it is. I kind of gave up the charity dinner for this in the end. Yeah. Otherwise we can't manage. But I'm very much looking forward to that as well.
I'm gonna just go hang out with nerds.
Yeah.
In other places. But
yeah, you can hang out with CCP any day you want, so it's not that exciting for you. So I do need to. Oh no, we fucked up. We talked about this since last June that we need to bring the big. I have a book from you guys. Lumi, Stroopwafel. Oh my god, I'm blanking out. Anyways, last year you guys came to Eve Amsterdam. Yep. Brought us a book signed by everybody except for Hilma. He wasn't in the office. Got them signed.
He does a little bit of traveling every now and then.
Yeah, so we were like, FanFest will take it with us, and that's why we wanted to go to the charity dinner. Yeah. Just realized we forgot the book at home.
Oh.
We even bought a marker for it.
Yeah, you brought the marker but no book.
Yeah, the book is not here. So yeah, that's a little mess up from us. Take care. There are real life spies at all means. I mean, sure, I will be the real spy. Yeah. I also have a little goal of getting a spy shirt from every alliance.
Yeah.
I've managed to.
Maybe you're just a spy plant this whole time.
Oh yes.
Just a big brain NC move.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a T-shirt from NC.
Yeah.
The spy NC spy. I managed to like squish that one out. So now I'm like, I need from everybody else. That would be a ball move. Sounds on brand. Yep. Forgetting the book. That's sound on brand. Okay, but I do have to play the game.
I'm gonna leave you to it.
Oh,
and get out of this rain.
Still hang around.
You know what? I'm good.
It's not raining, so you could fly some drone.
It's gonna start again in 5 minutes.
There's 5 minutes.
But I'm gonna say thank you very much for these mouse mats.
I will still bring you guys this.
For those who haven't seen it again, the learning curve of Eve is going straight under my computer at home.
Waiting for pictures.
Yeah, I'll take one
Sorry,
right
didn't
now.
happen.
Thank you for inviting me out.
Yeah, it was really nice that you actually drove out here. It was your birthday.
Yeah.
So it was nice having you. It was nice chatting with you. If anybody wants to ask something, it's the moment. The last moment.
And I'm looking forward to hanging out for the cooking stream that we got wrangled into.
Yeah.
And then just everything that's coming. Wednesday's a packed day for myself. We got super packed Thursday as well with a stream, and where you meet the partners as well. All the partners, if you guys don't know and you're a partner, come hang out with us. I think it was 3 o'clock in Hatchpot that we're going to meet everyone.
3 p.m.
If the weather's good, we might go see the monument and go walk around.
Nice. Can I stream that? Or do I need to give
the
it to
walking
my
around,
overtaker?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Otherwise, I have somebody to take over.
No,
I
you're
think I
fine.
can't stream. Okay,
I think
cool.
everyone in that partner group is okay with being on camera. Like,
yeah, let's hope so. I mean, otherwise, I just actually take a time off as well, which is nice. The stream is gonna run. My stream is gonna run like the plan is every morning 9 till end of day. So
hell yeah.
14 hours. What is it?
Yeah.
So
thankfully, you have other people to help.
Exactly,
with that,
and that's the whole point. And we are like whoever wants to take over like POV of somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, if CCP has free time and want to become streamers, maybe you want to get back to streaming mode. If you have an hour, you're like, you know what, I want to take over. You're welcome to do that.
I'm
We're
sure
going to be very
lots
flexible.
of people will come onto the stream and hang out.
Yeah,
for
exactly,
sure.
exactly. So, yeah, if you're FatFest, you want to take over the stream, you can.
Yeah. They
yeah.
do have the drone out actually.
Oh, they are pulling out the drone.
Yeah.
Oh, they're using the 5 minutes of the no rain.
Yeah. And then it starts being windy.
Of course. Well, he has a bit stronger drone than we do, so it's probably good. All right, I'll go say bye to you as well quickly. So, guys,
I'll just
enjoy the view.
give you a hug. Thank you very much. Look forward to hanging out.
Thank you for coming by.
Chat, I'll see you soon. And those of you coming to Iceland, I'm looking forward to hanging out. Just come grab me whenever you see me.
Well, we'll see you. Well, it's on Pando's stream on Tuesday for the cooking. We'll see your cooking skills on Tuesday as well.
You'll see Panda's cooking skills.
Well, you were the sous chef.
Yeah, but he's responsible for the food.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab water.
See you guys.
Oh, my